Hey guys, what's up? So we are back with another Team Trigg broadcast. I am your host, Zorthog. We're going to be doing something a little bit different today. We're going to be doing a Pokemon team building episode. This is going to act as a bit of a tutorial for those of you who want to get into competitive Pokemon battling. You can see this is the team that I built beforehand off camera. We have things that you want to look out for when you're building a team is that you want to have a wall breaker, you want to have a support, a physical or special sweeper, and you want to have two walls, a physical wall and a defensive or a special defensive wall. I have Sky Tiger, who's becoming a bit of a mascot of ours because we really love the bees. There's going to be more information on the Save the Bees campaign later, so please stay tuned. And then we have Philip, the Rotom Wash. Who's a bit of a bulky special sweeper with leftovers. We have the Funstosaurus, who I named after one of my buddies who watches the stream, and he donated a very large sum of money to a cause of ours. We are donating money to Chio. Team Trigg is doing a fundraiser. We're doing a 24-hour game-a-thon on November 5th. Hopefully going to broadcast that, so definitely stay tuned for that. And my friend, good friend of ours, Greg, donated a large sum of money to our cause, so he got the Funstosaurus, who will hopefully be following us around for the next little while. To honor that, we have Terrorvolt, the Magnezone, with the Choice Specs Magnezone with Magnet Pull as a check for Mega Scizor in OU. We definitely need that check. Pebbles, we have Pebbles the Mandibuzz, and we have Dominus the Thundurus, the support Thundurus. So the first thing you're going to want to do when you're building a team is you're going to want to download this lovely program called Pokemon Showdown. It has a built-in battle simulator, but I generally just use it for the team building. So you're going to go into the team builder and you're going to click New Team. And you're going to click Add a Pokemon. So the first Pokemon you're going to want to pick is your wall breaker or the star of your team. So you pick one Pokemon that you really, really like. And then you're going to try to revolve the team around that. So I wanted to do something a little bit different because a lot of people get scared by the tiers. The tiers are based on usage and not so much how good a Pokemon actually is. It's just based on usage and wins in competitive. So obviously it's like you kind of gotta follow the guidelines a little bit, but you can stray from it. And to prove that, I'm gonna pick Chandelure. Chandelure is gonna be the star of our team this time around. Now, a little bit of a disclaimer: me and my co-host, who is normally here with me but could not be here today. We are not experienced Pokemon battlers, so this is going to be a very basic tutorial for those of you who want to get in to competitive Pokemon battling. You may be confused by all these items. If you're not, great. If you are, there's Smogon University, its website that you can just head over to. Not this one. We'll get into that later. And we're going to go to search. And we're going to type in Chandelure, our lovely star, and we are going to look at the moves that it says that Chandelure should have. We're going to scroll down. You can scroll down and see there are other options for movesets. Like this one has choice specs, which I think we're going to take. Actually, no, we're going to go choice scarf. Substitute and Calm Mind. That's more of a support set. We really want Chandelure to kind of shine in our team, so we really want him to be able to take people down. So we're gonna go Choice Scarf just so that we can outspeed those pesky megas if they come out. So we're gonna go Choice Scarf. We're gonna go back over to Showdown. We're gonna go Choice Scarf. We want to keep Flash Fire for all those gross fire types that we're gonna run into. We're gonna take Fire Blast. Again, this is the set from Smogon. We're gonna take Shadow Ball. We are going to take Energy Ball to show them that we got balls. We're going to take Trick. I don't really like Memento. We're not going to take Memento. EVs and IVs, if you're confused by this stuff, you can just use the suggested spread. So you just click on that. It's going to give you your nature too, so if you're into breeding, you can get your nature and do this IV spread, and then you've got your perfect competitive Pokemon. If you're not into breeding, I don't know what to tell you. If you would like to get into breeding, let me know in the comments, and then maybe I can do a breeding tutorial as well, and we'll show you how to do that and breed breed your Chandelure, your own Chandelure for your own competitive OU team. So now that we have our star, we're going to want to be working around its weaknesses. A lot of you probably know Chandelure's weaknesses right off the top of your head, but if you don't, you can head over to this website. This is teammagma.net. Once you're on Team Magma, you're going to want to click on Team Builder, and it's going to bring you here. This is something that I really think Showdown should have, but it doesn't. But whatever. So we're going to type in Chandelure as our Pokemon number 1. And it shows you your resistances. You take 0 damage from normal and fighting because we're ghost type. And we take 0 damage of fire because of flash fire. We take quarter damage from bug. So Chandelure actually has a fair amount of resistances, but he also has a fair amount of weaknesses. So we need to try to cover those. Now, if you are looking for Pokemon in your tier, you're going to head over back here. You're going to click the little plus button. You're going to go down here and look for Pokemon that can resist the things that we are weak to. We know we're weak to Psychic, and we know we're weak to. We don't know. We're going to have to go back and check. We know we're weak to Psychic. I think. No, we're not weak to Psychic. Why did I think we were? Why did I think we were weak to Psychic? We're weak to Dark, and we are weak to Water. We're weak to Ghost. We're weak to Ground. We're weak to Rock. So we want to start thinking about a wall because we have a lot of resistances to cover. So we know we're weak to Ground. So we're going to look maybe. We could take Slowbro. We could take Mega Slowbro. We could take the Funstosaurus. Because then he would be able to follow us around a little bit more. We could take Skarmory. So what would Skarmory look like? So we're thinking, we're going to put Skarmory in. Skarmory. We're going to click that. Now, we have essentially covered our ground weakness. We have created a fire weakness, but we're okay because we have a resistance to fire. So that's fine. We have Flash Fire. We can always just switch into Chandelure if we're predicting a fire attack. So we have a grass weakness. Or sorry, oh god, I can't see. We still have our water weakness. We have a electric weakness, and we have a dark weakness. So I'm not really sure how I feel about Skarmory. So we're gonna try somebody else. We could put in Mega Sableye, but then we increase our weaknesses to. You know what? I think we're gonna do it. We're gonna see what it looks like over here. We're gonna put in Mega Sableye because we have Magic Bounce. Magic Bounce is great for bouncing back. I think Mega Sableye is, or no, it has Prankster. Never mind what I said about Magic Bounce. Mega Sableye. So we cover one weakness. We have our Fairy. We've covered. Oh no, we've created a weakness. We've created another weakness. I don't think we're gonna take Mega Sableye. We're not gonna. You know what? I'm gonna take the Funstosaurus. I think I can't type in Funstosaurus because that doesn't work. We're gonna type in Tyranitar. Tyranitar. Now see, there we go. We got a little bit. There we go. So we are gonna take the Funstosaurus as a bulky sweeper, I think, or a support. I think we're gonna take Stealth Rocks. We're gonna take Stealth Rock Tyranitar. Get our rocks up. So we've got a lot more. We like this. We like this a lot. So we're going to bring the Funstosaurus back. Get out of here, Slowbro. Maybe you can come back later. Actually, we might need him to cover for the Funstosaurus. I keep typing in Funstosaurus, but it doesn't work. We got to type in Tyranitar. Ooh. Ooh. Do we go Mega Tyranitar? Maybe. Maybe. Maybe not. Yeah, we're gonna take Mega. Yeah, we're gonna take Mega Funstosaurus. Mega Funstosaurus. I was expecting that to autocorrect for some reason, but it didn't, obviously, because it had no idea what I was talking about. I think yes for shiny. Yeah, the golden Funstosaurus. Let's do it. We're definitely gonna take Stealth Rock. We're definitely gonna take Stealth Rock. We're gonna take Stealth Rock, and oh god, what have I done? We're gonna take Stealth Rock. We're gonna take Stone Edge. For coverage, let me think here for a second. Do we need Ice Beam for Dragon types? Possibly, because Chandelure is resisted by Dragon types. So if we get into a Salamence, we're going to want that Ice Beam. Mega Salamence is probably going to cause. So we're going to take Ice Beam for Mega Salamence. Ice Beam. We're going to go back over to Smogon so that I can remember. Do we take Pursuit, or do we want to take something else? I think maybe we'll take Pursuit. Yeah, I think we're going to take Pursuit. I think we're going to take Pursuit. We're going to take Pursuit. Pursuit. Now for our EVs, bulky physical sweeper, I think that's okay. We get HP 252 and attack 252. Yeah, we like that. Naughty. He's a very naughty Funstosaurus. Okay, so we're going to head back over to teammagma.neat because it's neat. We're going to hide more info before this gets enormous. So we are going to, we did decide we were going to take Mega Tyranitar. Tyranitar Mega. Okay, so now we have this. This is going to get bigger if we don't address it, so we are going to look for Pokemon that are immune to ground types. Immune to ground and maybe water. So we're going to go over to this. I don't think we've used this yet. This website right here, PokemonDB.net/tool/type coverage. Really great little tool. So what did I say we needed to resist? What did I say? Ground and water. So we're going to click on the ground and water and calculate. No effect Shedinja. We take Shedinja to the OU. We're gonna do it. No, I'm kidding. We're not gonna do that. There's that Salamence that we don't like. So we're gonna take a look at this, and then we are going to like this. This is not separated by tier. So I mean, we could take Tangrowth, but we might run into problems with Tangrowth because it's not particularly, you know, up there on the tier list. So we might take Dragonite. We could take Dragonite. So we're gonna add a Pokemon. Is Dragonite OU? It has to be. Has to be OU. It's Dragonite. It might not be Dragonite. Oh yeah, it is. It's so Dragonite is OU. Dragalge is no. We don't want to take Dragalge. It's gross. Gross Pokemon. I think maybe we'll take Dragonite. I think we're gonna take Dragonite. Let's just fill our team with dragons and dinosaurs and chandeliers. Yeah. So this is our Halloween. I want to draw like a pumpkin on Dragonite to make it our Halloween. Okay, that's enough. That's enough of that. So we're gonna go back to Smogon. We're gonna type in Dragonite. Dragonite. It's already in. You can pick different. If you're doing Battle Spot, you just click on Battle Spot. You can pick different formats. Flyknight. Oh, it has Fly. That's interesting. Okay, so this is HP and defense. So this is going to be another kind of wall, hard to kill type Pokemon, which we like. I think we're going to take. No, this one is a little bit more offensive, and he's an attacker. I think we're going to do Dragon Dance. We're going to do Dragon Dance Dragonite as an all-out attacker because we have a bulky. We have Mega Tyranitar as our wall. So we're going to get a physical attacker to complement our special attacker we have in Chandelier. We're going to need a special wall after. We're going to do Dragon Dance. So our item is, I don't even remember, Lumberry. So we're going to take a Lumberry. Sure, Lumberry. Dragon Dance. Dragon Dance. What else is there? Outrage, Extreme Speed, Earthquake. Outrage is good. Extreme Speed is good. Earthquake is good. We're going to go to our stats. What do we got? Fast, Physical, Sweeper. Yeah, I mean, we're going for a Physical Sweeper, right? We may as well. Okay, so we have a Dragonite. That's fun. I haven't used a Dragonite yet. We're going to go put that into our teammagma.net. I put the moves in and everything. I was so excited about Dragonite, I forgot to do this. So we're going to put in Dragonite. Now see this. This is what we got to look out for because we have fairy weaknesses now. We have fairy weaknesses now. We are weak to fairy. Fairy and rock. And we have a 4 times weakness to ice in our Dragonite. So we got a lot of ground to cover. Ice, you're normally gonna see probably as special attacks, maybe, unless you're against something with an ice punch. If something is ice punching you. So we're gonna head over to here. We're gonna get rid of this. We're gonna resist. We want to resist fairy and ice. We're gonna calculate. Another fire type. I don't think we really want another fire type unless we get another something to resist more water. Steel. We need a steel type. Maybe Metagross. Metagross would be fun. We could bring Magnezone. Let's go over here and we're going to take a look. We're going to take a look at what we can bring. Did I finish you? Yeah, I finished you. Wait, what was his ability supposed to be? We forgot. I forgot. I don't know why we keep saying we. Ability multi-scale. Multi-scale. Cool. I just read it. It's a good ability. That's a good ability. I like that a lot. Okay, so we're going to add... And we're going to look for things that resist water and fairy. Skarmory doesn't resist... Actually, no. We're not going to take Skarmory because it adds another ice weakness, and we don't want that. We can bring Escavalier. We could bring Escavalier. What tier is Escavalier? What tier is Escavalier? Escavalier is RU. We're not going to take Escavalier. Excadrill. No, but we don't... Oh, we could bring Ferrothorn. Ferrothorn, no, it doesn't solve our ice problem. What about Hippowdon? Hippowdon. Hippity? I think we're going to take Magnezone. Take Magnezone with Levitate. Magnezone with Levitate. Let's see. Let's try it. We're going to go back over here. We're going to put in Magnezone. Ooh, a lot of those red colors went away. Oh, you can't see past my big stupid face, but a lot of the red colors went away. Yes, we like that. A lot of the red colors went away. So we're going to take Magnezone with Levitate. Because we have this ground hold. Well, no, because we've got one that's immune to ground. So that's our Magnezone. Unless we change it if I... Oh, Magnezone can't get Levitate. Oh, so but we have a resistance in Dragonite. Magnezone can't get Levitate. That's okay. We're gonna take Sturdy instead. Or do we take Magnet Pull? We don't really need Magnet Pull. I think we're gonna take Sturdy. Let's see what Smogon says. As if Magnezone can't get Levitate. Smogon, search. Okay, so we have... I think everyone is going to tell us to take Magnet Pull, because that's actually really good to keep steel types in check. Oh, we could take Magnet Rise. That would be good. Because then we have another... Hidden Power, Fire, Flash Cannon, Thunderbolt. Air Balloon. Yeah, I mean, why not? Do we really have that big of a ground problem? Yes, we do have that big of a ground problem because our wall and our star are weak to ground. So we're gonna do that. It's probably kind of silly, but we're gonna do it anyways. We're gonna do it anyways, I think. Yeah. Where's Magnezone? There he is. Magnezone. Item. Air Balloon. We like air balloons. Magnet Pull. We're going to take Magnet Rise. Which you don't need to use unless the team has a lot of Earthquakes, but Earthquake is pretty common. Earthquake is a pretty common ability in OU. As in competitive period, it's a good move. We want to be in. We've chosen a fire type as our star and a rock type as our wall. We need to be able to cover that earthquake. So we've got Magnet Rise. What are the other ones? Hidden Power Fire for those pesky steel types, which is why we take Magnet Rise. Or not Magnet, Magnet Pull. Magnet Pull. Now, Hidden Power Fire. Hidden Power is one of those tricky things. I didn't do it right. Hidden Power Fire. For those of you who know about Hidden Power and how it works, it's pretty tricky to breed for because you have to get the IVs perfect, and then you get your Hidden Power. There are lots of guides out there on how to breed for Hidden Power if you want to learn. I suggest you go and do that if you want to bring this particular Pokemon, if you want to get your Hidden Powers right. Hidden Power is a great move to bring. It's especially for coverage, because right now we have a Steel Electric type with a Steel Electric Sweeper with a fire type move. So basically the whole thing, I have Magnezone. I have this almost exact same Magnezone on my other team. Just not with Air Balloon, because that seems a little silly, but whatever. Bringing Chandelure as a star is kind of silly as well. So you need Hidden Power is good. Magnet Pull keeps Mega Scizor in. Mega Scizor is a big threat in OU, or was. I don't know if it still is. It keeps him in, and then you Hidden Power Fire, and it takes 4 times damage, and you take it out in 1 hit, which is really good. Okay, what else are we putting on this Magnezone? Flash Cannon. And Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt. Thwinderbolt. So we're going to take, I think that's what I'm going to name it. We're going to name it Thwinderbolt. Thwinderbolt. I'm only nicknaming half my Pokemon because I'm really bad at picking up nicknames on the fly. So we're going to name you Large Dancer because you dance. And Chandelure is going to be... See, I don't know. I don't know what to name the Chandelure. What do we name the Chandelure? Nicknames are important, guys. Emotional attachment. Firelight. I'm looking around the room. I'm looking around the room for things to name my Chandelure after. Not getting it. I'm not. We're oh my god, I can't type Lumiere. Lumiere. I think that's how you spell it. I don't know. I'm gonna call him Lumiere. Okay. All that stuff aside, the silly antics and whatnot. Okay, so we have our Magnezone. So we have these weaknesses left to cover. So we still have a couple people weak to ground, but we've got that immunity in Magnezone with Magnet Rise. So we're not too worried about that one. We're worried about rock and grass for right now. So we're gonna go over to this. Again, we're gonna click on rock and grass. We're gonna calculate, and Magneton just keeps popping up. And there's Magnezone again. Look at that. Okay, it's more steel types, which worries me. I don't want to put more steel types. Mind you, we have that Flash Fire to protect us from steel types, but I don't really want to overload on steel types. I'm looking at Chestnut. Chestnut's a pretty good. Set up some spikes. We set up some spikes with some spiky shields. Do we have a support? Do we have a support on our team? Because if we don't have a support, we don't. I think we're gonna bring Klefki because everybody hates Klefki. Let's bring Klefki. Prankster Klefki. What a great Pokemon. And if you guys don't believe me, just use it and just go wreck some face with it because it is a great Pokemon. So we're going to put Klefki in here and see what our team comes up with. Klefki. We now have 3 2x weaknesses to ground because we are overloading on the steel types, just like I said. I don't like that. We might put Klefki in our last slot. What are we missing? We're missing a special wall. A special defensive wall. Clefkey, I need you to go away for right now. Clefable. Clefable would be good. Clefable would be fun. Let's put Clefable in here and see what happens. Clefable. We added a weakness to poison, but we're resistant to poison anyways because we have Magnezone. Doesn't really help us, but still a great special wall. I think we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it for now. Well, we're gonna put her on the backbench. We're gonna put her on the backbench instead of Klefki. And we're gonna try and defend against. It's those ground and rock weaknesses, man. I swear. Rock and water. What about? Okay, we said Chestnut. Let's try Chestnut. Chestnut. No, I don't know how I feel about that. It's better. It's better. I think we're gonna go with Chestnut. Oh no, what have I done? Klefki. Chestnut. Now I have a name. Chestnut is UU, but I think we're gonna use him anyways as a support. So we're gonna put, what's his other ability? Bulletproof. I'm trying to do this by memory, but that doesn't help you guys. So we're gonna go back over to Smogon. We're gonna type in Chestnut, and I'm pretty sure he has an OU format. He does, so people do bring him to OU every now and again. Leech Seed, Drain Punch, Spikes, and Wood Hammer or Spiky Shield. We're using him as a support, so we're probably gonna bring Spiky Shield with leftovers. So we're gonna bring leftovers. Leech Seed. Leech Seed. Leech Seed. Leech. That's not how you spell leech, is it? Leech Seed. Leech Seed. Drain Punch. Spiky Shield. And another one. Spikes. I'm gonna bring Spikes. More entry hazards. We like entry hazards. Entry hazards are good. Chocolate Spikes is chocolate. Chocolate Spikes. Chocolate Spikes is illegal in OU apparently. Or no, it's illegal on Chestnut. And I have a name for you. Mordekaiser. Because you look like you wreck face. Physically defensive. Physically defensive support, which is good because we did go for attack IVs with the Funsasaurus. And then I think as our last Pokemon, we're going to bring Clefable. 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 We're going to put Clefable in here. So we get wrecked by fairy types, which is not necessarily a good thing because there are a lot of fairy types in OU. Let me see. Who takes 3 times? We've got 3 Pokemon that are weak to fairy types. The Funsasaurus and the Dragonite are both weak to fairy types. And Chestnut is too. We might have to switch out Chestnut. We might have to switch out Chestnut. No, I don't like that. So we're going to go over here and we're going to look at Pokemon who are... Normally, I mean, we have Clefable to stand up for that, but like if Clefable goes down, then we get wrecked by fairy types. Fortress. Fortress is a beast. We might put Fortress in instead of Chestnut. Let's try that. He's another steel type. We're overloading on the steel types. We're really loving the steel types. Chestnut out. Fortress in. Try that. Yeah, okay. So we have coverage. This is not really a great... what I'm not actually going to go over is putting moves into the Team Magma type coverage. I don't usually do that. I usually just go with what Smogon, the Smogon stuff. But if you're really, really, really uptight about coverage, definitely put your moves in here, and it'll tell you can go to type coverage, and it'll tell you which Pokemon you don't have coverage for and which Pokemon you do. That's going to make the video like twice as long as it needs to be. Trying to pick separate moves for everybody, so we're not going to do that. I don't mind this. Water is not really a real offensive type unless you get up against Greninja, but Greninja's banned, so hopefully that's not going to happen. Ground, we have 1 more immunity than it says we do, I believe, because of the Magnet Rise on Magnezone, so we should be fine there. And Rock, I mean, we have Fortress, So I'm not really worried about that. So we're going to go over back into Showdown. We're going to take out Mordekaiser. Oh, I didn't finish Clefable. We're going to take out Mordekaiser. It's not an item. We are going to put in, what did I say? Fortress. Fortress. What does Shiny Fortress look like? Oh, the Golden Fortress. I like that. We're going to call you El Dorado. Very cool. So we're going to go back over to, what are we doing? Smogon. Search. Fortress. Fortress is also a defensive spiker, so we don't really lose anything by going with Fortress. Fortress is UU, but I mean, whatever. We like him. Rapid Spin. We didn't have a Rapid Spin before, so it's good that we have one now because Chandelier is weak to Stealth Rocks, so we are going to want to put out that Fortress and get rid of those Stealth Rocks. And it has, okay, yeah, we'll take Volt Switch. I like this. I like this a lot. So we are going to, you're going to get some leftovers. I don't think we've used leftovers already. Does Dragon Dance have leftovers? Large Dancer? No. So we're going to go with leftovers. Do we want Sturdy? I think we're going to go with Overcoat. Well, I think we're going to stay with Sturdy. No, we're going to go with Overcoat. Overcoat, and we are going to take a Rapid Spin. We're going to take Stealth Rock. So we have 2 Stealth Rockers. No, you know, we're going to take Spikes. Because Spikes you can layer. You can layer Spikes 3 times. On top of Stealth Rock, which you can layer once. Volt Switch and Toxic we're going to take. Volt Switch and Toxic for those pesky walls that won't die. Physically defensive. Okay, so we can finish Clefable now. What does Shiny Clefable look like? Yes. Now we're going to go with regular Clefable. Head over to Smogon. We're going to click on search. We're going to type in Clefable. Obviously use an OU because Clefable is a monster. Also takes leftovers. I have more faith. I have more faith in Clefable as a wall than I do with Fortress. So I think we're going to switch out Fortress's leftovers so that Clefable can have leftovers. We saw the item was leftovers. I don't think there's an item clause in OU. So you can double up on items, but if you are planning on using this team for Battle Spot or the Battle Maison in your DS game, you are not going to be able to take 2 leftovers. Magic, was it Magic? Magic Guard, I think. What does that do? By direct attacks. All right, that is cool. So good in doubles, probably. Probably good in doubles. I don't know. Calm Mind, Moonblast, Soft Boiled, Thunderwave. I didn't know that Clefable could learn Soft Boiled. Calm Mind. What was it? Moonblast? I don't know anything. Moonblast. Moonblast. Soft Boiled. And Thunderwave. This is good. I like this. Physically defensive. I kind of want to go specially defensive. Can we go specially defensive? We're going to go specially defensive. Oh, I clicked it. I clicked it anyway. What does Smogon say? Well, Smogon says defensive. So instead, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go, because I wanted to use it as a special wall, but its special defense looks like, oh no, its defense is definitely, so it has a good defense, so it's good either way. So we're going to go HP. We're going to take down this defense. We're going to put up this special defense. We're going to change your leftovers to not, no, I was going to go Assault Vest, but we're not going to go Assault Vest. Not with a moveset like that, no way. No way, no how. And we're going to plus special defense. Plus calm. We are calm. And we're going to name you... I'm really bad at names. I honestly don't know what to name the Clefable. It's fat. It's pink. It has wings. I think that's what those are. It's a fairy. Fairy names. Fairy names. Lolly Schnapps. Yes, the fairies like the schnapps. Lolly Schnapps. Okay, so I mean, it was a bit of a rough ride, but we did it. We made a team. This the last thing we have to do is we're gonna go here and we're gonna pick our format and go OU and click validate. It's gonna yell at me because they have 2 leftover. No, okay, right. So there's no item clause in OU. So if you want to have double leftovers, you can have double leftovers. Everybody likes leftovers, especially after Thanksgiving. So thanks guys for watching this. Thanks so much. If you like this kind of video, let me know in the comments. Give us a like. If you dislike this video, let me know in the comments. Give me a dislike. Do what you got to do. If you like this video, I'll do more of these. If you don't, then I won't, I guess. Later on this week, I'm going to be going on Facebook and Twitter, and we're going to be asking for Wi-Fi battles, assuming I can get my DS to work. A buddy of mine lent me a DS with a capture card to get me started, but I don't have a product key, so I can't. So hopefully we'll get that figured out by next week. And then I'm gonna post and ask for Wi-Fi battles, and then you guys, I want you guys to come and you're gonna be up against hopefully this team. This is the team that you're gonna be fighting. So throw a team together using the tips I gave you in this video, and then hopefully I'll see you next week. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. See you around.